This day in 1865, the last slaves in the U.S. found out they were free when Union troops showed up in Galveston. That was almost 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed.
This entire week, San Antonio and Bexar County celebrating the freedom anniversary known as Juneteenth. KENS 5's Earl Stoudemire joins us live. And Earl, it did take some time before Juneteenth became a federal holiday.
Good morning, guys. I grew up celebrating Juneteenth, so it's really amazing and also long overdue to see it nationally recognized across the country. So Juneteenth became a federal holiday in 2021, and one woman who helped make this happen is Miss Opal Lee. Now, she is a mother, a teacher, a philanthropist, and also living history as the grandmother of Juneteenth. In 2016, she symbolically walked from her home in Fort Worth to the White House to deliver a petition for Juneteenth to be a federal holiday. Former President Joe Biden signed it into law in 2021 and awarded Lee the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2024. Lee is now 98 years old and lives on the same plot of land in South Fort Worth where racist mobs burned her home down in 1939 when she was 12 years old. According to the National Museum of American History, Juneteenth marks the start of civic season going to the 4th of July. San Antonio African American Community Archive and Museum CEO Deborah Oluwame says this is a time for us all to celebrate what it truly means to be free.
The importance of us celebrating both holidays is really in the word community. Community is our common unity. If we cannot come together in unity, then that means our problems are still going to persist.
There's now work being done to have a National Juneteenth Museum in Fort Worth. It's expected to open next year. Now for a full list of events in San Antonio for today and throughout the weekend, go to BexarCountyJuneteenth.com. Reporting live, Earl Stoudemire, KENS 5.
All right, thank you, Earl. Meanwhile, Lee, as we said, the grandmother of Juneteenth, is not going to be walking in her annual Walk for Freedom event in Fort Worth. Lee's granddaughter says her doctors advised against this year's walk due to the heat and a health scare that landed the 98-year-old in the hospital last month. Organizers say they want her to be able to take part in some way, possibly leading the walk in a vehicle or maybe joining virtually.
Well, I guess we'll find out later. Down in Galveston, former President Biden will be there to help celebrate Juneteenth. He's set to attend a celebration at a historic African Methodist Episcopal church in Galveston. It's the oldest operating AME church in the state. According to the Galveston Daily News, it's one of the locations where the end of slavery in Texas was announced on June 19, 1865. In 2021, Biden made Juneteenth a federal holiday.